Well, obviously proud of our guys, the fight that we showed. Really thought it was going to be one of those kind of games. Unfortunately, it kind of came to fruition. Um, the big plays that we gave up were killers. Had a 40-yard run early, changed the field, a 60-yard run in the second half, 40-yard throwback on third and short, the little wheel route. They got on us. I thought that NC State really made some excellent plays, and got a lot of respect for their quarterback. He's a tough joker to get down, but we weren't quite as precise as we've been. And I thought that they had a good plan. We got to help our guys a little better. We haven't given up those big play runs like that this year, and those are killers. In the course of a game like this, momentum, field position, points. Got to play better. Get down in the red zone. But there are a lot of situations we made some terrific plays as well. I just loved our fight. Again, I thought NC State did some really good stuff, and fortunately we did more good stuff, and so plenty obviously to correct, and we were far from great, but we were good, and especially when we had to be, and there was a lot of really good, excellent plays defensively in there, individual efforts, and there's a lot to get their attention, moving forward.
As far as his size, strength, and elusiveness, is Brissett about as tough a customer to get to the ground as there is to be?
Oh, you saw it in person. We got some big, strong guys. Our guys that were coming, whether it's J-Ron or it's Kevin Dodd or it's Goodson. I mean, he's a load, and just a great competitor, a great competitor. He's one of those guys that can run it and throw it and keeps his eyes down the field, and that makes it, that much more difficult. So, I think we had 5 sacks and probably should have had 5+ more. And but he's a very good player.
Anything consistent with the chunk run that they're able to get?
Just one fit. We missed a fit, 2 runs. I think they had the ones that are concerning with a 40-yarder. They hit early and they hit a 60-yarder. I think they're in the third quarter, and doesn't take anything other than one guy not being in fit. They did some good stuff pre-snap, with some formationally and some things like that. They did a good job, but I got to do a better job of awareness with our guys. That starts and ends with me getting them structurally aligned correctly. But just had one guy, not being his gap and a good inside zone runner. Like 20 and 21 are, they'll work you. That's why they do what they do.
Talk about, you didn't have your best game today on defense, but yet number 4 in that offense had your back out.
Yeah, that was awesome. Superman and the crew. The offense was terrific. Felt like my first year, where every time they touched the ball, they were scoring. And not a matter if they were going to, it was win. And sometimes too fast. No, but I'll take that all day. But again, I think they really they helped us out, for sure.
Any flashbacks to that game you guys had against them in 2012 when Mike won there? Taj was
Mike won in 2012.
62-48.
Oh, I tried to forget that. Brain lapse.
Flush that one out.
Because I thought we played better. You can't give up one play touchdowns. You can't give up a 60-yard run. You can't give up a kickoff return for a touchdown. You can't, give them. Again, we had I think one play drive. I mean, you can't do that. But I really thought we were getting into a rhythm until that 60-yarder. I thought we were starting to get into a rhythm for the latter part of the first half and into the second half. And so we'll get some. Again, there's a handful of 4 or 5 plays that I'd like to get back. That I don't think are reflective of who we've been. And then the others are going to make some plays. I loved our guys. I mean, that was a slugfest right there, just in regards to continue to have to fight and find a way to get a stop there. And that was, I love that last drive. You know, there's some plays in there that they made, but you know, our guys all the way right there to the end really showed a lot, you know, about who they are as men, as competitors, and as Tigers. So that was pleasing to see. You know.
Can you take off the mistakes going into?
Yeah, again, just got to get a guy in a gap. You know, a couple of the long runs, and they threw the. You know, our flat defender on a boot away, he's got to sink out, and here comes the wheel route, and we cover it. You know, but we didn't do a good job, obviously, of getting our guys, you know, ready for the, you know, for a couple of those things. So.
BJ was very active.
Yeah, he had a great game. I thought from the sideline, I really thought he played terrific. Really executed things well, fit things well in the run game. Stayed on his feet. You know, pressured well. I thought he played well.
Dabo talked about this one being the test you guys needed before Florida State defensively.
We've been tested, but that was, you know, again, I think giving up some of those plays, and our guys haven't been used to that this year. I think that, you know, gives them a little, dose of humility, and that keeps everybody better and helps you grow and improve, and that's part of the journey, part of the course of the season, you know, where things don't always go your way. You're going to face, we said it, preached it over and over and over all week, and in the locker room before we went out. There's going to be a lot of adversity tonight, okay, and we're going to have to overcome it. They're going to come out with a bunch of some things that maybe you haven't been familiar with. You've got to weather that storm, and then it really felt like we started settling in there a little bit, and then, like I said, to start that second half, maybe it's the third drive, maybe the third drive, they hit that long run and kind of got us on our heels again there. So,
what was going on with kickoff coverage, return coverage?
Yeah, I mean, the first one on the touchdown, it looks like, you know, the field side got, you know, they got cut off. They didn't leverage the blocks the right way, and then somebody right at the point of attack went right down the middle of the blocker and fell down. And that's where they piped it.
Did that go into the decision? Start squibbing things?
I don't know. I have nothing to do with that. I don't make those decisions.
As far as the targeting review on BJ,
well, I'd love for you know, my issue is if it's not a foul like you called it, then why do we have to be penalized? Those are, you know, you lose the game that way, but you know, obviously they made the correction, and so he'll be with us. So I don't have to worry about it.
I think you guys learned something from last week's success to this week in terms of, you mentioned humility and knowing that not every week is going to be like that.
I don't think that we came here unprepared necessarily. You know, that would be taken away from NC State. They made some real competitive plays. We missed a couple fits in the run. Let a guy go on a wheel, a throwback wheel. And it's a ball game. Gave up a 100-yard kickoff return and some short fields on some others, and that's what you get. So you know, that's always good. You know, I'm just thankful we found a way to win. You know, that's the number one thing. And now I know our guys emptied their tanks. They fought their butts off. They didn't. When we weren't playing well on some plays, it wasn't because our guys are jacking around or not playing hard, or you know, sometimes they out execute you, and sometimes, you know, we make some mistakes, and it just takes one guy. So you know, moving forward, I think there's some guys that we'll be focused for Florida State.
Talk about that road dog mentality, being able to go on the road 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I love that we, again, the fight, you know, just being with them on that sideline, and having to kind of come up with a stop, made them use a lot of clock there. I thought our guys really managed that last drive, the last couple drives really, really well. I think we come up with a couple stops, and then we give the one play drive on the fade route. They make a good play. You know, Corey Gray's got to be better, but they make a really good play, and it keeps them, you know, alive. But going on the road's hard. You know, you just watch. You know, every level of football, it's hard, and but loved again the fight again our guys showed all the way there to the end.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.